Hi, I'm Luma. Today is February 24th, 2023. It's been a pretty epic week. You've probably been feeling all kinds of things, wondering what is going on. So I want to share with you today some phenomena that I have been tracking. And what came in this week as I was waking up from a very intense dream states, like doing all kinds of work, all kinds of stuff happening at night, like training and clearing, and maybe you've been noticing also too some really, really intense and active things going on in your dream time, dream states. So I woke up with these words: new energetic structures, new energetic structures. Okay, so it's taken a couple days to unpack how to actually explain this. And today, and I posted some pictures up on my Telegram channel of the incredible light codes, light frequency, incredible spectra of light streaming through here today. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. So these are kind of, okay, what are light codes? What are light codes? We see and feel all kinds of light spectra that we're not really conscious of. There's information. So if you say light codes, there's information in the waves and movements of the light, and it has a sequence of information in it, and as it comes in, it informs our energetic structures. It informs the structures of our bodies. It informs the structure of the planetary body. And also the planetary body structure comes up through us and informs our structures as to how to adapt to the changes that are going on right now, that we are embodying very quickly new energetic structures. Okay, so high frequencies of light are coming in from the cosmos, from internal creation, the invisible realms that we don't usually see, but some of us do very clearly. I've been waiting for these frequencies to come in for a very long time. It's been a strange job to keep my eyes focused on something that's not yet here. Today I'm sharing this because these light codes are here. These new energetic structures are here. They're in the planet. They've been in the planet, and they're being activated, turned on. We're all feeling it. So what does this mean? We feel crazy emotions all over the map, not even understanding where those emotions are coming from. We feel like we're not functioning very well in linear time. We can't really multitask the way that we used to, or let's say interface with 3D reality in the kind of seamless way that we used to. It's like, so new light spectra coming through old structures, and I talked about this in the previous video about reframing reality. So like coming through these old structures, right? There's a lot of interference in the kind of work that I do. I see that interference as like a black tar-like substance that literally blocks our vision. It blocks our multi-dimensional bodies. We got a lot. We got our physical layers, etheric layers. We got a light body. We got a crystal body. We got plasma bodies. We got a lot of bodies, okay? And there's this tar-like substance in between all of those layers. So this translation of new information encoded in light and sound frequencies coming through couldn't actually penetrate through our systems right into our physical levels, yeah? And the levels that are closest to the physical levels. So a lot of that is getting cleared out. Why and how? Well, I like to look for little explanations because my little mind here likes to know what's going on, and maybe you do too. So part of it is planets moving into a different part of the cosmos, photonic light, all kinds of, like, people got all kinds of words for this stuff. You know, there's something big going on, solar flares, you know, whatever you want to describe it as. Lots of new information is coming through. And there's a new structure that's been held and contained within the core of the planet. How many birds just flew by my window here? Okay, there's been like a seed of the next cycle of growth that's been contained inside this gorgeous planet Earth, with the codes, the information to build the new energetic structures. Okay, so lights come in, it's turning on, just like it's going to be springtime. Light warms up the soil, seeds in the soil start to vibrate, start to activate, and begin this growth process of growing a new structure. Okay, so this is what's happening. This is a way of describing. This is a way of describing phenomena. Okay, there's always all kinds of ways to describe phenomena, and each person on this planet has a way of looking at the phenomena of what's occurring in a very particular way. Let's go back to the seed in the middle of the earth. Yeah, that's been waking up. Lots going on. So we got new information coming up through the structures of earth. So it's coming up through the structures of our body. Our structure of our body, multidimensional, is the same as the structure of the planet, multidimensional. Yeah. And we finally get to interface in a more smooth and easy way. We don't have to go through all these layers and layers of heavy interference and density, which is the old program. It's the old structures. The old program, old structure was like phase lock everything down, slow everything down, control control natural processes. That was the old program. Now, so Earth is not running the old program anymore. So we're in a period of transition. Yep. So within our human consciousness level, we're still holding a lot of those old structures that Earth is pretty much done with, for the most part, and we are rapidly catching up. So a friend of mine shared a really great little video from another person who translates phenomena, and she shared that in the past 6 weeks, we've gone through a 2-year clearing process. So we basically jumped ahead 2 years. So if you've been feeling a lot of completions, a lot of old stuff coming forward that you haven't thought about in a really long time, and it's like you've been going through, another friend of mine just messaged me and said it's like she's been going through like a massive therapy session, right? So let's think of like 2 years of therapy happening in one night. Yeah. So like that's all the information that was stuck inside those old structures by which our lives are structured, how we lived, how we perceived, how we interacted with energy. Yeah. And so that's clearing out, breaking apart. We're not going to be moving forward with the old structures. We're in a transition. Astrologically, all kinds of fantastic astrologers are really articulating this process in astrological language. You know, the big markers coming up in March are the planet Saturn is shifting from Aquarius into Pisces. So what does that mean? Structure. Saturn is the planet of structure. Pisces, spiritual, subtle realms. So new energetic structures. Spiritual structures that will actually get to interface with the so-called mundane world. Yeah, the 3D world, the physical world, our earthly world. Yeah. Pluto. Wow. Pluto is going to shift out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. Yahoo. This is going to happen later in March. It's going to be in Aquarius until June, and it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn. So we're going to do some more cleanup from June until January 2024. So Pluto, massive transformation, massive transformation. Aquarius, People have been singing about the age of Aquarius for a lot of years now. So what does that mean? Everyone stands as an individuated facet and emanation of direct source consciousness, collaborating together, all equal and all different, all unique, all of equal value. Yeah? So let's go back to tracking phenomena, reading light codes, and how our human structures have been, let's say, quite distorted, compacted, limited, being confined within those old structures of the old cycle that's dying off. Yeah, a lot of control on our systems. So that's limited our capacity to really fully interface in a wholly, wow, wholly big, wholly multidimensional way. All right. So because of our limited capacity, because we're in this transitional period, each of us is kind of holding a part of this sequence, yeah, of these new energetic structures that are coming in. Yeah. So we're working together in groups here. So I have a very particular focus on what I've been focused on for this lifetime, that I've been watching for and waiting for. Each of you have been, our intention has been on very different and very specific aspects of life, different phenomena that we've been engaged with in our daily mundane lives, where our interest has been, what we've been working on in the background, unknown to ourselves, sort of unconscious to ourselves, because this translation sequence of let's say our higher levels with our more dense levels has been a lot of compaction and impaction. So we haven't been able to actually understand what our kind of bigger mission is here, what we've really been up to here, because there's been a communication breakdown, pretty serious one. This is getting cleaned up very nicely. That's why, a lot of stuff that maybe we used to be really interested in is kind of being pulled out. It's like films or slides or pages of information just getting pulled out. So we got a more direct communication between our higher levels with our embodied levels here on Earth. Yeah, one way of describing phenomena. So back to working together collaboratively. Yeah, because of the distortions, limitations, and I can't hold the distortions, limitations in my bed. I can't hold the entire sequence of these new energetic structures coming in. My body would just probably implode. So I can hold a parcel. I can hold a piece of the sequence. I can hold a part of these new energetic structures. You are holding an important part of these new energetic structures. Light codes, codes meaning information about the new ways that we're going to be living going forward as a human species, as a planetary race, and our relationship with this planet, with the solar system, galaxies, and beyond. Yeah. So we're all holding an important part of this information sequence coming through. Okay. And when we come together, you may notice, if you're with people that feel of kindred heart people that you can sit with, and information just naturally wants to be exchanged and shared. And there's no bottlenecks, there's no jealousy, competition, like I want your information, why don't I have access to that? Why do you have access? No, none of that. No. Talking about real collaboration, working together harmoniously. Everyone has a piece of equal value. Aquarian age, okay? So get together with people that you can really speak to, heart to heart. That each person has something important that they've been tracking in the background. We don't even know what we've been tracking in the background until we start talking. That's kind of why I make these videos. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, but I know that you are going to be listening, and because you are listening, I've got something that's going to activate something in you. But I know that you're listening, it's activating me to say these words and to describe phenomena in this particular way. So I speak the language of energetics. I'm translating energetic information and phenomena into words, making these funny gestures with my hands sometimes, and how to understand this in our human identity level, because this is important, because this is the ground where everything is happening. This is this is the place we want to be. We want to be right here in our earthly bodies, working co-creatively, collaboratively, communicating directly with the consciousness of Earth, which is higher consciousness. Earth is a higher consciousness field. We always think of Earth as down here and higher consciousness is somewhere else. That's part of the old program. And the new energetic structures are very, very, very different. So I hope some of these ways of describing phenomena are useful and helpful to you to understand your experience. I would love to hear your insights, questions. I'm happy to make more videos describing things from my perspective here. I've got kind of a big picture perspective here at the Salish Sea. We're looking out at the Salish Sea here. It's part of my ability here to translate phenomena into words and describe this at the human level, so that we can still walk around in the world, do what we need to get done, because we're in this transition between old structures and new structures. So there's some of the old structure stuff we still have to attend to. This is way more exciting. I'd rather be attending to this all the time, but yeah, sometimes I gotta go and, do stuff like pay bills and cook meals and wash dishes and do my laundry, deal with technological difficulties on my devices, etc. Very freaking frustrating at times when we got this new energetic system, which just feels so good, so efficient, so delightful, that this old stuff is just like, I just don't even want to engage with it anymore. Probably some of you feel that way too. So keep going. This keeps breaking down. There's a way less interference. Something else too about our dream time, and that the astral realm, the astral zone, which is the fourth dimension, which relates to our fourth chakra, heart chakra. Yeah, and there's been a lot of nefarious shenanigans going on in the astral realm for this whole past cycle of the old structure cycle. That fourth dimension is getting really cleaned out. That's why we got the super vivid stuff happening in our dream time, and it's clearing out again a lot of astral stuff that we were kind of plugged into. Astral stuff is also like virtual reality technology, holographic insert technology, that warps and distorts our vision, so we actually don't really interface correctly with the real Earth. We're kind of in some kind of virtual reality, parallel hibernation, weird zone. That was all happening through the astral zones, astral levels, right? Lower astral levels. Just a lot of all of that is getting really cleared out, because that was causing a lot of our interference in connecting with our higher levels and incarnating correctly here on Earth. Yeah. So that's probably enough information for today. And again, love to hear from you and what you want to hear more about. And I'm happy to translate information here from my lighthouse. All right. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much for everything that you are engaging in your life right now, because it's a lot and you're doing great, and keep going.